going on, Facebook family? Welcome back to another one of my lives on my day 4 of my 40-day juice fast with fitness. I want to talk to you today a little about how did I get here? How did I get here? So if you are watching me live, let me know where you're coming from. If you watch the replay, then go ahead and type where you're tuning in from and just say hello. I was on, I believe, in fact, I wasn't on today earlier, but I did post a statement regarding the liver. And I got a few responses from that with regard to the liver. And basically that statement was, cancer cannot enter the body when the liver is functioning at an optimal level. And it's our responsibility to keep the liver functioning at an optimal level, right? And then the question was asked to me, well, how does that happen? How do you keep the liver, healthy? And as I was listening to this lecture today from one of my wellness mentors, she's a doctor out of Australia. Her name is Dr. Barbara O'Neill. And this woman is, she is so amazing in her lectures because she makes the ability to understand your body very simple. And because she is is a naturopath and a scientist, and she's biblical, she literally helps you see your body through the scriptures and a lot of what she says, but helps you to understand it practically, by giving you an illustration. And she was talking about the liver, which she calls the superintendent of the body, because it is the one that distributes it separates the toxins and chemicals and does away with those things, and it also sets up the body for transport of nutrients. Okay, and but the problem is in our country is that a lot of people are suffering from a lot of tissue, organ, bone, heart, brain damage, because what you're putting in your body is overloading the liver, and therefore it's causing all these other malfunctions. Okay. So for me, one of the things that I did years ago to shore up my liver, my brain, my pancreas, my kidneys, my lungs, just my entire 75 trillion self-healing body, what I did was I started juice fasting. Actually, I started fasting is what I did. I started out my fasting journey with just water fast. And I was doing like water and honey, water with a little bit of honey in it for just like a little bit of sweetener. But that's what I was doing. I would do like one day a week, and then I would end my month with a 3-day juice. Okay, sorry about that. Connection's tripping, so the little wheel starts spinning, and you got to trying to reconnect or finish, and I don't want to finish, so I just waited. So here I am back again. But it was through the water fast back in the late 90s that I started to develop a lifestyle habit of doing some type of fast every month. And that led me to juice fasting in my research. Not that water fasts aren't good, but because I'm so wrapped up in fitness, I wanted to fast in such a way where I was still getting the nutrients. And so, or being benefited more by not withholding nutrients from my body. And that's when I learned about juice fasting. So that's how I got here. And the book that set me off, the book that actually got me into the science of fasting, in its basic approach, is Paul C. Bragg. So Paul C. Bragg, I'm sure you probably already know, if you have seen it, if you don't even use the product, you have heard of Bragg's amino acids, okay? Well, Paul C. Bragg was the one who inspired me because he wrote this book called The Miracle of Fasting. And in the very beginning of the book, of course, they kind of changed the book a little bit because I believe it's either his daughter or his granddaughter took over the Bragg Health Institute or Foundation. But you know where I found this book at too? I found this book on Reseda and Sherman Way. There was a little health food store in the corner, like I want to say it was on the northeast corner. I want to say. I think it was on the northeast corner of Sherman Way and Reseda. There was a little health food store there. Just a mom and pop, shop. Wasn't anything big like Whole Foods. Or for those of y'all who are from the Valley and know that area, you probably remember that little place. Well, anyway, they had a little section in there where they sold books, health books, and wellness books. And so that's where I got this book at. And I'm always into like old research and old, philosophies. And when you're studying like ancient philosophy or ancient nutrition based upon an ancient philosophy, or old ways of healing based upon an ancient philosophy, they usually call those people alchemists. Okay, alchemists is what they call them. And so, hey, Diane, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I guess I'm on my 10th journey, juice fasting. Haven't stopped yet. Don't think I'll ever stop. But yeah, here I am again doing this amazing long journey of detox, renewal, spiritual regeneration, cellular regeneration, and connecting. And again, the juice fast is designed to go from the 24th of, it's okay, sorry, the 24th to October, I think it's October 4th, which is 40 days. And that's when I will begin to eat normal food again. And even then, it won't be normal. I usually take in fruit or I do a smoothie, things like that to reawaken the intestinal tract. But I was talking about how I got here in terms of, looking back, even before I started doing the 40-day juice fast, it was through this book called The Miracle of Fasting by Paul C. Bragg. And again, for those of you who, let me flip my camera around. So for those of you who are familiar with Bragg's amino acid, well, this is his book. Okay, it's called The Miracle of Fasting. And I like how it says here, proven throughout history for physical, mental, and spiritual rejuvenation. Fasting is the greatest remedy, the physician within. Again, fasting is the greatest remedy, the physician within. Okay, and I talked about this some time back about the self-healing body or our autonomic nervous system. This is the doctor within. And all we have to do in order for the doctor within to work for us, for our best interests at the highest level, is we have to feed our self-healing body the right fuel. So in a juice fast, that's exactly what's happening. You're giving your body the very micronutrient form of juice. Hey, what's going on, Travis? And that way you're going to do what? You're going to sidestep digestion, which oftentimes, believe it or not, takes away some of the quality of the nutrients. And you're going to go right for the micronutrient source of that fiber, which is the juice. And as the juice man said, it's the juice in the fiber that feeds you. It's the juice in the fiber that gives you your vitamins, your minerals, your amino acids, your essential fatty acids, your proteins. Okay, all of those, and your sugars, all those things, and your hydration is broken down to a micronutrient form, and it's resynthesizing through the intestinal wall. Okay, so that's why our intestinal tract is so long, because digestion, yes, it passes through, part of our digestion passes through the liver, and then the rest of it passes through our intestinal tract, the stomach, to the liver, to the small intestine, to the large intestines. That means your your ascending, your transverse colon, and then your descending colon, and out through the anus. Okay, so all along the way, your body is absorbing and separating the juice from the fiber. Okay, that's why I always say that your body is nothing more than a living juicer. Okay, when you understand the science, it's like, oh, okay, that's that. Now you can see the benefit of juicing. All we're doing is in a juice, in the arena of juicing, is we're giving the stomach a chance to rest, okay, from the daily food that we normally give ourselves. Okay, the peristaltic action is slowed down, okay, because that peristaltic action that's constantly, moving your food through your body is one of the most. Your body uses more energy. Let's put it this way: your body uses more energy in the digestion of food than any other metabolic function. And so when you give your body a rest from that, it's not going to take away from you. It's actually going to add life to you. It's going to add more life to you because it gives the body a chance to detox on a higher level, and it gives your stomach a chance to rest. Okay, everything in life should have some form of a sabbatical when it comes to us as mammals, or the mammalian, which we are. Okay, so let me go on some points here about what inspired me about this book. There was a quote here by, I already read it, by Paracelsus in the 15th century, the father of body chemistry. And he, again, the quote he brought out here, or is listed here, is fasting is the greatest remedy, the physician within. So a lot of times when you're in a hospital and you have to go into operation, what does the doctor tell you to do? Go on a fast. You can't eat. Okay, you got to be NPO, right? Because they're going to perform some type of surgery on you. And that's beneficial for them because they don't want the intestinal tract moving while they're trying to operate and perform a surgery that's going to help you to heal. Okay. So therefore, so with fasting, what I'm doing, what guys like Travis have done in the past. Travis has been on as many fasts. He's probably almost catching up to me in terms of the length of my fasting goes back 10 years, so I've been doing it for quite some time. But this young man has really been instrumental in doing it for himself, and he's getting some amazing benefits as well. So for me, when I'm fasting, in the past I was using a lot of juices, raw juice recipes. Now I use more superfoods. Superfoods are like my number one go-to now in terms of juice fasting. I make juice with my juicer every now and then, but usually it's the superfoods that I've been using because of the formulas, the combinations, and the nutrient quality of the formulas, and what they do for the body is actually more superior than juicing, especially in terms of time frame. They're both the same. Juice powders and juicing they're the same. Because when you vacuum dry juice, it becomes a powder form. When you add water to that, it awakens, because when you dehydrate juice, it's just like dehydrating apples. You put the nutrients in a suspended animation, meaning that the enzymes, the vitamins, and minerals are all intact. Once water hits it, now it awakens. That means now, since hydration or moisture has been applied to the powdered juice, that can spoil now. Okay, so we want to drink that. Okay, for those of you who want to try the option of doing juice powders versus juicing using a juicer, I recommend both. I mean, I figured why not have the best of both worlds, and definitely get yourself a juicer, because there are some days where you might just want to experience apple pineapple drink, or celery apple beet recipe, and so and there are some amazing recipes out there, and it's just a nice experience to be able to have an option in your home. So let's go through a couple of these before I finish out. I don't want to go too long here. One of the things that I have recognized about juicing for myself is that it slows the aging process down in every form and fashion. Okay, from the skin to the muscle quality, to the bone quality, to the organ quality, to the system quality. Okay, everything is slowed down when you start to move into a juice lifestyle, juicing lifestyle, all right, or raw food lifestyle. What happens is the body literally biologically reproduces itself with a healthier cell than the last one. Okay, so now we're at full maturity, right? When you hit age 30, 28, 30, you're hitting full maturity. Well, what happens at age 30 is you want to stay within that window. Okay, and this is actually a new inspiration that just hit me right now from the Almighty, and that is this. Isn't it interesting that Jesus started his ministry, Yeshua, at age 30? So that's a sweet spot in time. So I believe that the food, the alkaline, raw, nutrient dense foods that we have been given on the planet are actually able to keep us in that sweet spot of the 30s for a very long time. Juicing and the formulas of raw juicing, raw juice powders, have now, it's even heightened that, where now you're not just getting one or two or three combinations of a juice, you're getting like 10 to 15, and all the energy, vibration, alkalinity, nutrients, megahertz from those sources hitting you at your DNA. And so yeah, when I talk about the fulvic effect or the fulvic acid effect, boom, you have more energy, more life force. And actually your cells, according to what I've been reading about, now that I've introduced fulvic acid, your cells actually live. All right, so who is fasting for? All right. Anybody that's showing signs of premature aging, okay? Is everything a big effort for you? You might want to juice fast. Have you started losing your skin tone or your muscle tone, your energy, your hair? You might want to juice fast. Are you dealing with small things that irritate you? Or are you forgetful, confused? Juice fasting will help that. Is your elimination sluggish? Juice fasting will help that. Do you have allergies, joint pains? Juice fasting will help that. Do you have aches and pains? Juice fasting will help that. Do you get out of breath when you run and climb stairs? Juice fasting will help that. Why? Because of the voltage in the food, the more alkaline, raw, okay, the nutrition it is, that means more energy, more life forces going into you at the cellular level. When you're focused constantly on cooked, baked, boiled, fried, barbecue, microwave foods, okay, these are glycation end products. And these glycation end products, what they cause, it's the same thing. It's at the Tanya. It's on the website, the HBN website. All the superfood products that HBN sells, those are all superfood juice powders. So that's where you want to definitely, start your journey there with those superfoods: the mind, the body, the soul, the nourish, the slimmer. Those are the premier superfoods that I recommend from my HBN store. And those are some of the ones that you've actually experienced. So yes, those are juice, except for the sprout formula of the Nourish, but the other ones are juice powder formulas. Okay, organic, raw juice powder nutrients in those mind, body, and soul. Excellent way to jumpstart your health and literally catapult you at the beginning of your day into, positioning yourself where your immune system, your energy levels, your detoxification, your cleansing, your hydration, okay, your immunity is all strengthened when you start on these formulas. Okay, these formulas are not synthetic byproducts of anything. They are functional foods, okay, put together by an Ayurvedic practitioner, okay, Ayurvedic naturopath and master herbalist who knows what she's doing. She knows the game, okay, and that's somebody you want in your corner when it comes to long-term health. You don't want a doctor in your corner when it comes to long-term health dealing with your organs. You want a doctor in your corner when you get in an accident or you have a trauma situation, but you need somebody that's a naturopath in your corner when it comes to your personal wellness, helping you to get you educated on how to take care of your system, so you can be proactive in your own life about how to do it. That's how I'm doing it in mine. Juice fasting is just another practical, preventative way that I've learned to naturally hone in and detox and cleanse the body at the cellular level, just at a higher level. Okay, we're bypassing digestion here and we're going straight for the juice. That's going to feed me faster. Okay, and it's going to make me more healthier and more stronger as I move on in my life. Okay, and I'm what? Y'all know I'm how old? I'm 52 going on 53 years old. Okay, I have biologically, I probably fall in the area of a 25 to 30-year-old, but a lot of times I have the strength of a teenager. Okay, because now, y'all, I'm doing muscle ups. That's gymnastic stuff. Okay, and most 50-year-olds ain't nowhere near that. Okay, and I don't blame it on the genetics. I blame it on the juice, just like the song. Anyway, so it says here, do you get out of breath when you run or climb stairs? Juice fasting is good for that. How limber is your back or your body? Okay, opens up the pathways to help you breathe better with stretching and so forth. How well do you adjust to cold and heat? Okay, that's another thing that most people don't know. Okay, when you become a raw vegan, or just a vegan in general, but mostly a raw vegan, you know that you can actually endure cold and heat better than someone who's not, especially when it comes down to heat. Okay, our bodies breathe better as vegans and plant-based individuals. Okay, when we are having to be exposed to extreme temperatures. Okay, I learned that in LA one time when I was helping move this gentleman who worked for the movie industry. Very amazing. They were shocked that I could stay out there so long and not be overheated. I said it's because of the way I eat. Okay, my pathways are not blocked, in my skin, inside my body, Okay, so let's look at a couple of things here. I'm probably actually stick on some of these things that I want to share going forward, probably on day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8. Okay, kind of hard to wrap your mind around. Okay, I understand 4 days, 5 days, but 20 days, 25 days, 30 days, 40 days, it's hard to wrap your mind around, right? Yeah, it is. It's very hard to wrap your mind, but I've been down this road before. So for me, this is becoming it is a struggle to a degree, not like it was in the past, but to a degree, because you feel the emptiness. You feel the emptiness, but you feel the energy at the same time. So that's the difference. All right, fasting helps keep you healthy and youthful. Do I look healthy and youthful? Okay, you be the judge. Think about it. Okay. Fasting is an effective and safe method of detoxifying the body, a technique that wise men have used for what? Centuries to heal the sick. Again, fasting is an effective and safe method of detoxifying the body, a technique that wise men have used for centuries to heal the sick. Fast regularly to help the body heal itself and stay well. Notice it says what? Fast regularly. This is Paul C. Bratton. Man dead now, and the only reason he died because he died in a swimming accident. I think it was in Malibu, maybe Malibu or Hawaii, one of the two. But because I know he had a home in both places. But so fast regularly to help the body heal itself and stay well. You want to ask, well, how long should I fast? Did you know a one day a week fast is really good, or intermittent fasting? Go through 1 day of intermittent fasting. If you do that every week for 52 weeks, then guess what? You fasted for a whole year. You fasted 52 times out of a whole year. Your body remembers that, okay? Your body will remember that. And then if you believe in the Bible story, then you fasted more days than Jesus did, okay? Because the body does remember those days of abstinence from food. Trust me, it does. Okay. Give all your organs a rest. Fasting can help reverse the aging process. And if we use it correctly, we will live longer, happier lives. Just 3 days a month will do it. Each time you complete a fast, you feel better. Your body will have a chance to heal and rebuild itself, its immune system, by regular fasting. Okay, this man wrote this when there was no internet, okay, no computers. All right, the brother knew what he was talking about, because the gurus of today, myself being one of them, are saying the same exact thing. Why? Because of the research that we've been reading about. Probably a lot of it passed on from this gentleman right here. Okay, he has an amazing video that's from the 1960s in black and white, where he's breaking down the healthcare crisis in America, and he just kills it. And I always say, if people had listened to this man back then, we would not have the healthcare problem we have today. He was way ahead of his time. Okay, you can fight off illness through fasting, and the degenerative disease is so common in this chemically polluted environment we live in. Remember that. This is a chemically polluted environment we live in. Not only chemicals in the air and the water, but in the food. And a lot of us somehow we don't want to really deal with that. We think when we look at disease, oh, maybe it's stress, oh, maybe it's something something in the air, or you caught it from something. No, man, no. Most of the sickness today, 99.9%, is something you created by your lifestyle, okay? I tell it like it is. I ain't gonna sit there and, sugarcoat nothing, because the health is serious. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, baby, no, I'm gonna tell you how it is. Man and woman, I don't care. Y'all need to know the truth, okay? That's just what it is, okay? Now, when you feel a cold, get this, okay? I'm speaking to you from the dead. This brother's dead, okay? I'm reading his words, okay? He says here, then you talk about cold flu, check it out, okay? When you feel a cold or any illness coming on, or are depressed, it is best to fast. Come on now. Wait ahead. We talking about Paul C. Bragg's amino acids. If you understood who this man was, you'd be like, wow, I need to get his information, okay? I'm reading this PDF online for free, okay? That's how old the book is. All right. Got 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to shut it down. Let's talk about our self-healing body real quick. And again, fasting helps the self-healing body, all right, to actually work better, all right? When you get enough nutrients in your body quickly, in the correct amount, that's going to give you, I'm serious now when I say this, it's going to give you like literally 12, 14-hour energy. That will give you the ability to do everything else that needs to be done more efficiently throughout the day without worrying about eating. And what's that going to do when it comes to buying food? It's going to save you money, okay? If you could eat a small amount of nutrients and get in that small amount of nutrients more than what the average person eats at breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks in between, wouldn't that appeal to your senses? Wouldn't you be saving money? When I talk about eating 1 meal a day, this is what I'm talking about here. Part of it is in the realm of fasting, okay? I've learned how to eat more in one small serving and get more energy in that one serving to get through a whole work day than the average person eating 3 meals a day with snacks in between trying to get the same exact thing. Now, that's a money saver. And how am I doing it? Through superfoods, okay? Superfoods, raw superfood juicing. That's why I've been calling myself, as of late, a superfood raw vegan, okay? Because that's where I'm at, all right? And this is an amazing journey, okay? And again, we're talking about where I'm at in age. I'm at 52, going on 53, and I'm doing exercises indicative of somebody that's 15 to 20 years old, okay? And it's about voltage in the food that's giving me the strength, okay? I call it the Spider-Man effect. It's incredible. All right. Last section here on juice fasting and the cleansing and renewing properties and rejuvenation that you get from this, all right? And when you listen to people that are in the wellness arena, you're going to hear much of the same thing, just in a different format and from their experience. You guys want to know how I got here? It was through reading the book, The Miracle of Fasting by Paul C. Bragg. I'm sharing a couple of gems from his book now. Our bodies have a natural self-cleansing for maintaining a clean, healthy body and our river of life. What is the river of life? The river of life is your blood. It's either river of life or the river of death. And you create that reality, okay, by what you consume. That's our blood. It is essential we keep our entire body machinery from head to toe healthy and in good working order so nothing breaks down. Breakdown is sickness. I'll call it cellular malfunction, okay? Fasting is the best detoxifying method. It is also the most effective and safe way to increase elimination and waste buildup and enhance the body's miraculous self-healing and self-repairing process that keeps you healthy and youthful. Okay, so when y'all see me dancing, when I'm doing these muscle ups, I'm happy because of this youthful boom that I'm experiencing. Okay, if you prepare for a fast by eating a cleansing diet 1 to 2 days, this can gratify or greatly facilitate the cleansing process. Fresh variety of salads and organic vegetables, fruits and juices, as well as fruit pep drinks. Okay, green drinks, alfalfa, barley green, chlorella, spirulina, wheatgrass, etc. You've heard of all these, right? Stimulates weight elimination. Fresh foods and juices can literally pick up dead matter from the body and dispose of it. After a pre-cleansing period, then you can start your fast. Okay, it's going up. Says fasting works well by self-digestion. During a fast, your body intuitively, notice this, intuitively, so it's day 4, right? My body intuitively will decompose and burn only the substances and tissue that are damaged, diseased, and diseased or unneeded, such as abscess, tumors, excess fat deposits, excess water, congestive waste. Even a short fast, 1 to 3 days, I'm on day 4, will accelerate elimination from your liver. I talked about the liver today. Kidneys, lungs, bloodstream, and skin. This is all natural. You don't have to go to a doctor to do this. Just fast, okay? And who wouldn't want that? You ladies, you want to look beautiful, have beautiful skin without putting all these potions on? Try juice fasting. It's amazing, okay? That or even a water fast, okay? For a short amount of time, that also will do the same exact thing, okay? So going on, it says, sometimes you will experience dramatic changes, cleansing, or what we call a healing crisis, as accumulated wastes are expelled. With your first fast, you may temporarily have cleansing headaches, fatigue, body odor, bad breath, coated tongue, mouth sores, and even diarrhea as your body is cleansing, right? Your living house. But so this is what, now we're getting into what sickness is, okay? Notice it says, with your first fast, you may temporarily have a cleansing headache. We call it a healing crisis. Headaches, fatigue, body odor, bad breath, coated tongue, mouth sores, even diarrhea. You trying to go to the drugstore to take something for it when really your body's trying to get something out that should not be in there. That's what the fasting does. It opens up the pathways of detoxification more efficiently. All right. It says here, please be patient with your body when this happens if you're on a fasting journey, because it's only temporary, okay? It says after a fast, your body begins to healthily rebalance when you faithfully follow, your particular regimen, okay? If you do a 24-hour fast every week, that's great because it removes toxins on a regular basis so they don't accumulate. Your energy level will rise and shine physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Your creativity expands. You will feel like a new you, which you will be, okay? You will be cleansed, purified, and then reborn. Okay, so this is what's happening to me. That's why I do my 40 juice fast from the 24th to the 3rd, because it is a rebirthing process, okay? I'm being reborn again. And the two things, I'm going to close on this, the two things that have given me another turning point in my experience, both physically and nutritionally, fulvic acid, not folic with a C, Fovic with a V. Okay, look it up. The benefits. Okay, and then I'm giving away $25 gift codes for my products. So if you get the fulvic acid, I always recommend you get just get a 2-for-1. Okay, use a gift card, buy one and use a gift card to get a second one, because you want to really let this nutrients get into your body to experience what I'm talking about, what I call the Spider-Man effect, this high voltage of energy, and also this other part about the beautiful sleep that you get, and then all these other amazing benefits. But again, listen, I'm not telling you to take something and just take it and that's it. No, I would rather you research, study. Okay, scripture says what? Study to show yourself approved. Don't just go in doing something blindly. I don't. So I don't encourage you to do that. If I recommend you to something, I'm gonna also tell you to research it. Okay, because what's the point of taking something if you don't know what the background is? It's ridiculous. All right, you got to know how this works, and you need to. This is what we have been socialized away from, is knowing how our body works in relation to nature. All I'm doing as another person in the world, pointing you in the right direction, back to Eden, like the book, okay, it's in nature, okay? Read about this. This book here is from a man that's dead now, but the information here, if you just took this man's information alone, it's called The Miracle of Fasting. This book alone, you could change the whole way that your whole experience is as far as eating is concerned. And it ain't even that many pages. I think it's how many pages is this book? It's like 279 pages. With 279 pages, you will know more than the average person walking around thinking that they know about health. And you don't have to go to school like 8 years, 12 years to figure it out. Because most people that go to school, they're not learning about this aspect of wellness. It's drug, drip, pill, vaccination, amputation protocol. That's what doctors learn. And they learn very little about nutrition. Okay. But there is a place for them, but it's not here. Okay. Anyway, yeah, guys, that's my live for the day 4, 4-day juice fast, year 10. This is my 10th year anniversary. And once again, the takeaway for me this year will be muscle ups on the fitness side, fulvic acid on the nutrition side. If you guys want to get more of or get the information on the fulvic acid, just type info in the comments. I'll post it once I post this on my YouTube page. Wellness Coach Troy Monroe. That's my YouTube page. That's where all my videos go from Facebook. They move over to that platform, and then you can watch them there as well. Anyway, guys, as always, Ben, what's up, man? Love you to health. Thanks for tuning in. You guys know what to do. Get at me. For those of you who have got back to me, don't worry. I want to make sure you get all the information that you need for the question that you've asked me. Love you to health, and as always, I'll see you on the inside.